What's up, guys? It's Sunday. Yes, Bug is here, and she was just playing with toys, and of course, she hears me videoing. I woke up this morning. I just did leaves and everything yesterday. I have this one drain at the back of my house, at the bottom of my stairs, and it literally had just enough leaves to cover it, and I had water in my basement. It was a wonderful morning for me, but I wanted to say hello to you guys and go through a run through and catch up, on my progress and a reminder on a few things. I've seen a lot of people still not understanding how gear works, doing gambles, and they're um, gambling with lower materials than your current piece. So basically, you're downgrading in your gamble. You never use a lower piece than what your never use a lower material than what your piece is. Um, Extension components, you can see all these green arrows. I saved my component for upgrading the extensions I won't be replacing. Priority, maybe before a Kilvin, I might go to one of these purple ones that are rare, and upgrade them. For the majority, I saved to upgrade my gold extensions. But and always working on gear, but power ore. That's why you never want to waste a gamble, because power ore takes forever. And when I go to get into level 5 pieces, that's twice as much as it costs to make a level 4. Let's see. And I have play. I'm checking out other games. I'm at a process. Obviously, that it takes time to do things, and repetition is not something that I enjoy in my work. It's always a um, different job. Now, what was I doing before that happened? Okay, getting me Panda. So there's Panda. Because I don't want to go through and sell any of my purple officers, because even ones like this guy here, the research or build, even though I'm a 30 and I'm not worried about the speed of build anymore, they're special. So based on the random chance that I build them up, eventually they're going to get to 5-star, and then I wear them in the different things that I'm doing for their special ability. It's Worms event right now, which is a nice event. You guys know that I'm newly to C30. So I've been working on getting my C30 buildings up. I just got my garage to 29, so that helped with the March size. I already have 130 for the snipers, and this has to be 29 for you going to 30. So I went ahead, and it's expensive, but I jumped to 30 because those T10 lasers are great all around. And then now I'm working on one of my factories to take to 30, because the shredders are good for sending in front line for damage control, and the bikes are good killers, and they're both great defensively. So that's what I'm working at. I go in here and always do a run through. There's certain things that I will buy and certain things I won't, and it depends on timing too sometimes. I actually don't think that I bought those gold bar packs yesterday, but those are great for people that are always active in march speeds and different things. These turret parts I go ahead and buy. But as far as building and stuff, you use the gold in the hot shop for the 900 gold for the um, 8-hour speeds, and that's it. You don't use gold for building otherwise, because speeding builds is, yeah. So I didn't even buy the gold pack. Now again, I've been kind of in a waiting period where I'm building my farms up so that I can keep builds and some research going on this guy, and I'm repaying a guy for helping me for some quick building right before last void. So I'm saving up for him so that he can do a huge step up when he's ready. Because I'm a man of honor, and I appreciate any help given to me, and I want to be able to give it back quickly and efficiently and above what they did for me. So anyway, I want to get my factory up. It's sacrificing rebuilding some of my cannons. I lost a lot of those in the Void War. Um, you're I still have not found a way to avoid that, to avoid losing any troops. The only thing you can do is your wounded conversion. So I can solo a 4, no problem. I think I haven't tried a 5 yet since I put my new march. So yeah, I have my advanced commands and everything on. What I can do is I can take these off and put my attack increases on, and that actually performs better for attacking the worms. So let's see if I can find a 5. And it's not a full back line preset. You send a fraction more front line to buy your backline time to keep shooting while the monster or the worm's busy. Looking for a 5, looking for a 5. The 4s I can walk all over now. Where's a 5? The 6s aren't even worth trying. Even a full... Shit, I think I got another game I gotta get on. The 6s aren't even worth trying to solo, even if I do damage. Even if they're a lower percent, the strength is still the same. So you got to base it on your strength. And a full T10 March, I'm still not sure a full T10 March can take on a 6 solo. Perhaps it can. Depends on, I guess, your officers. And officers are very, very important. The stats that you get, it's incredible how they can. I mean, if I go and I switch this officer, if I put this officer on, look how much power it gives me. 1,350,000. Is that 1 million? No, it's 135, I think. But anyway, that's my strongest officer. And what I was getting at before I got sidetracked in my discussion, to save troops, first aid. And the higher your officer, put it on purple officer. I wouldn't waste skilling it up on a blue officer. Somebody asked me why I don't use for a bigger march primarily, and that's because I need the hospital capacity. I have to have it. So and then that also saves in wasting on investing skill points on a officer that's not going to give me the percentage increase that it would. So a blue officer is not going to give you much percentage increase. I also found that T8 snipers in my march are more efficient than more T9 shielders. So my overflow, I just use one shielder, and you see how the shielder's got my snipers shielded right now. And with my formation, that's the case with this setup, is it's that monster's shooting my cannons the whole time, and my snipers get shielded. And my snipers are pretty powerful hit, but they once they start getting hit, they go down pretty quick. But I think this will be my best solo. Now, before they did the update, I was killing 5s with a solo march. So there I just did 85% hit. Now, the reason that I'll shoot for that, see how I got 36 extension component? I'll go, all the rest of this stuff is speeds. It's not something that adds up, scales up, right? So if this level 4, I only get 20. All right, so failing a level 5 got me nearly double the extension component. What's the most important thing? Do I want a couple extra 5-minute speeds or maybe 1 or 2 extra 1 hour speeds? No, I mean, all I got to do is wait 6 hours and that's all paid for. But what's going to get me the extension component that I endlessly need? And that's going to be how I efficiently do what I do in this game. So that's what kind of the point in this video is to do a refresher on some things. I know that I've been slacking. Again, I'm trying different games, trying different things, but my biggest problem, so this is on my tech. I haven't shown it before, but I have majority of it up top finished. The reason that I put it to the side is because I already have all my attack at the highest it's going to get, and the rest is just HP. I mean, melee attack and mid-range attack, it's just not a priority. They're both at 9, 1% more, is not what my concern is. So draft possibly, but leadership is going to be my next priority alongside with some defense and HP, just so that I make my march bigger and stronger. Defense was easy. That I'm nearly done. There's nothing to even prioritize. And the only other thing I was working on is wounded conversion. But steel and mineral has gotten real tight now that I'm pushing 30. And I want to prioritize the things that are working for me while I'm working on something else. So I need to get these buildings up. So training the troops I need to do the best job, and then I'll go back and I'll strengthen them. So that's how I prioritize what I'm doing. Right now I'm working on wounded conversion here. It's a long research, and of course I'm lazy. I forgot to put all my research officers. And then I'm promoting my T8, starting with my snipers that I had like 60K of them. And only have like 3K launchers and like 4 or 5K of the what are these things called? The armored soldiers, and those are kind of useless to me. So I keep my stuff skilled on monsters in the growing period. I do run it down on the left side. Skills for I run it all the way down to do the battle flag so that my recruitment speed is up, and then I skill it down, get all the monsters, and then go as far as I can. So I've gotten to building speed too, because that's the next thing is building speed. And then I'll work my way through load increase, and then I'll be able to recover mobility faster, and then run faster at monsters. I could the unfortunate thing is that you have to waste some points to get to the next thing, and you have to decide what's important to you or not. So the only other thing I wanted to do was with my new stats. I haven't done infinite zombies. I actually haven't even been doing them. I even forget to do one. Even when I have one done, I forget to do auto. I've just been so overwhelmed from my daughter being so active and pulling my attention. But these are my new stats. Now, if you look at officer power, see it's 157.5. Now let's go back here and let's put on the strong ones and see what the difference is there. $165. That's a big step up. My equipment power I'm working on slowly. You can hit info and it'll come up. I need 673, so that's a whole nother piece there. Technology power, I'm getting close. 391, 445. I could probably do a couple researches and have my EMP that much stronger. Building power. Nah, that might be there once I get that factory to 30. But let's go ahead and give one a shot here. If you guys have any questions or want to see something specifically, feel free to comment or let me know. So this is what I'm doing a little bit different. I'm putting that EMP that down there now. Somebody brought to my attention about how the lasers are more efficient the longer that they're shooting on a target and the further they get from the target. So you see how this gate, I'm already putting a slowdown. Got the minigun up front because that's going to be the most efficient. The rocket has lag in it, and the laser is too close. So that's how I have this set up so that they all work together. I don't put too much into it just yet because the next door is going to open. 3% because it's early, all the stages that I've got yet to go through. You can put a laser here, but I don't yet because I need to set up down here because in 2 more levels, I'm going to have one of these bottom doors is going to open. We're not sure which one, but one of them will. I can speed it up a little bit. Go ahead. See, I made the mistake and I put that laser there. Force of habit. 3% again. Force of habit. So instead, I've been putting miniguns here. Now that I have screwed that one up, I need to put my launcher here. You need one of everything hitting in every section. That's the most important key there. All right, let's see what door is going to open. Better reward after each wave. All right, this door is going to open. So I'm going to put a EMP there to slow them down. Knock this up. Knock this up. Put a launcher and a minigun. And that door is solid now. Solid for at least this level or more. Now I got to worry about the guys trying to get by me over here. Slow them down a little bit more. Put a little more strength up here. And I suggest you not running it in high speed like I do. Okay, so choice between 6% rate increase or 40% on the lasers. Lasers are my favorite, and I'm coming to find out that the strength of those weapons increases is going to be better than having more weapons. So, and the percentage increase is exponential. My daughter's playing with my shoes, I think. All right. Now I gotta decide what the next priorities are. I need to get a launcher in here for that overflow. I need to go ahead, another door is gonna open up there. So instead of now you see I'm not putting every weapon. I have a reason for every weapon that I'm doing, but I'm not specifically only increasing my weapons. You know, I am at this point allocating weapons around, but at a disciplined setup. So you see how I'm slowing them down and all these weapons are working together. A little stronger is going to be faster, but the amount of points that it costs. So what I like to do is get my skeleton design up in an efficient way so that there's no spots left weak, so that everything's working together. And you got to remember also that more is going to be coming out of these first doors every stage than what will be coming out of another door as it opens. So you're going to prioritize strengthening what you started with, not putting an odd weapon on the other side and strengthening it. But you still need another weapon on the other side. So at every checkpoint also, I need to strengthen one of everything at least. They can't be falling behind. If something's getting by them, then you know you're falling behind. That HP can be very helpful in getting you through another stage when you have to let people buy you. That's something also that I've learned from this, is that it can be useful to choose the HP at a lower level than a stat increase at a lower level. She likes my shoes. So you can see how they're not really escaping that area just yet. I put the slow down little door there, and that will actually work even at level 1. It gives all my weapons that much more of an opportunity to do their job. Especially for the overflow up here, which you can see they are getting by. They're starting to overflow from up here. So that means my weapons up top need to increase. I need to also not neglect the ones I have down here. And it looks like I'm getting close. Now I let one through. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to penny pinch and replay and redo and replay for y'all. I'm just going to give you the general idea. I already know if I really want to, I can get first place. But I was really dug in when I first got into this tower defense thing. It was really a knack, and I was enjoying it. I made a video out of frustration relating to my frustration on the reward system and how you cannot rely on it. It's it's always so random. So I can do, sorry, I can do over and over and over the same thing, get completely different gifts. One time I can get nukes every stage, and then one time I won't get any. Alright, so now this door is open, which means I want to slow them down at this stage too. I want to add a little bit of pressure there. Go ahead and slow them down up here lightly. I can always go and upgrade that later. And I might as well go ahead and add one down here. Sorry about the notifications. I can't. If I turn them off, I forget they're off. If I turn them, there's a lot of things going on, especially on Sunday. So you can see how they're not getting down here, and the ones coming out of the door are barely. Now they're just starting to, which means that I'm not killing enough up here. So I want to strengthen my center, because I have to. I can't put too heavy up top because it doesn't help at multiple stages. Slow them down. The center is going to be one of your major pinnacles. As long as you have the bottom doors able to suppress what comes out of them, then you will have your ass covered, in a sense, for the overflow when you have a strong center. So if down here, if each one of these doors can control what comes out of them, then you're not getting an overflow. If you have a strong center and barely anything's weeding through. See, I need miniguns in here. I haven't added any miniguns. So this is where I add them, because they can shoot down to the bottom as well as the center. Follow it down. So it helps with the clutter and the overflow. I add more lasers here, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I need to strengthen some of what I got. Big HP increase. That can get me through a whole stage of not killing anything. If you do it right. So you can see how I stay with a huge stock of the power ore that I haven't used because I need it readily available when I see my weak spots. And your weak spots are always going to be different based off of what stage you're at with, what percentages you got along the way. Your rewards make a huge, huge difference. The rewards you get and what you do and the timing you do it will change everything. And I've said it and I'll say it again. So there's no real easy way to set the rule. See how this door's controlling what's coming out of it? So when this overflow gets down here, it can tear it up and it won't stop my weapons down here from killing the overflow. Now I need another launcher down here for these little guys, man. They're a pain. Those little runners, they are a pain. They tie up your lasers if they get by first. They don't die easy. Uh-oh. So it looks like I'm slacking. All this chatter and talk. I'm slacking on some spots here. And my daughter in the background preoccupies my mind. Her mother's home, so I try to be able to have a little reprieve. But I can't help it. My natural instinct is I don't like her upset. Now I can start putting some level 5s in. We'll weaken the up top, but it still helps in the center. You understand? My problem down here is not down here. It's because of the overflow coming from up here. All right, 30% to all. That is great. It covers a lot. It is very, very good benefit to have. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to slow down up here or save to make another number 5? Or do I want to add to the strength of these lasers? So basically what I'm watching for is where is it starting to get by me first? What's coming out of what door? And what is escaping me? At this point, I can go ahead and shoot that. Number 5, which doesn't hurt anything. It's always good to have. Now I can add to this. See, they're really starting to overflow up here. It's really not enough. And I'm not getting points fast enough to really act. Daughter, what are you doing? I might redo this round. Because again, when I'm chatting, I'm not necessarily thinking. So you can see, you can watch how things a little bit differently. A lot of times, what I'll do is speed it up in the beginning. So I start the points, and then I'll slow it back down and see where I'm at. So what am I failing at? Slowing them down some. Add my laser up here. And slow this down some. So at multiple points, I can do adjustments like that, and it'll make a huge difference, believe it or not. And these launchers are great for these center parts. Come on, kill him. Alright, so it did make that much of it. It made a big difference, actually. So what am I running into now? Still doesn't fix everything, but that's what the extra HP is for. I hate hearing her crying in the background. It takes all my focus away. She doesn't cry like that when it's just me. Unless she's pissed off because she literally can't have some. But you guys see how I didn't get any nukes this whole time? Sometimes by this stage I've gotten 3 of them. So how am I supposed to know that no matter what skill I have and how good I am, somebody that has no clue what the hell they're doing can outplay my score because they got a whole bunch of nukes this time? You understand? And that's what frustrated me, because I would go through a whole night just trying to get a couple nukes. I'm gonna have to go. I I I don't like the way that things are done sometimes. I don't want to get too personal. But you guys understand the general rule that I'm going for. What you need to do is take your time with the reward system. Understand the reward system, how it helps you, what your weakness is, your strengths are, and your style. But I'm gonna go ahead and quit that round because I'll probably restart, and I don't want to spend it as I have done before. I want you guys to actually get something out of the video. Another thing that I am working on, though, in my time that I'm waiting on resources for big upgrades, is I'm slowly getting my houses up again so I can get to the next stage of not for gather, but for build speed. If it's not going to cost me that much. So like I explained earlier, the efficiency and the timing and how, like, if I had all my farms available to me right now, I'd be a lot further, but I can't because I have to pay back what I borrowed. And so I could be running tech right now, but I've made my decision that I want my factory. I want a factory to 30. Then I have everything covered. Then I can start promoting T8 troops, T8 shredders, T8 bikes. I can't do that until I actually have a 30, or I'm going to spend $40 twice a weekend to get T10 troops in the little card pack, and I don't do that. I don't like that. That's for lazy people. Lazy people with money to burn. I did it once. So anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else that I should cover in this video. You guys saw some of my void stuff. Let's see. I don't have my intermediate command. I don't have that officer on. I don't have the attack skill. The 2 attack officers. I have my HP defense and my defense because they're a little bit stronger. I want to see if I actually win that. Go into your inventory every so often and make sure that you're getting everything that you should have. You can be using. I got a long way for VIP, I think. I got a long way for Lord level. When I'm killing zombies regularly, I'm getting a shit ton of officer XPs. When you kill those zombies regularly, you get a ton of XPs. And the reason that I do like the infinite zombies is for these cards. To build those. We can check some of my officers. See if I can make them a little bit stronger. And I always go for warfare first. I really should get my defense HP guy increased. Now, the reason that I like increasing these is it increases the skills on them, the stats on the skills. So that'll bring that to 20%. Confirm. Because Panda's about to be 4-star, so he's going to have a whole nother additional skill. And I'll probably put mid-range attack or mid-range attack and HP on him. Because I do use a little bit in my attacking. Alright, what did I do? I succeeded. Alright, so, but I only got 20 extension component, you see? So if I go for a 5 and I lose, at the rate, I think I get like 34 or 32 usually losing on a 5 extension component. So I can send and show that there, but again, I want to have my videos good and full of information for you and enjoyable. I don't want to spend too much time wasting your time. But there are a lot of different things that are important that are not so much fun, but technically, in a technical sense, good to learn. Like when you watch the Tyrant of Doom video or the Death Iron Grip video, you can see my habits on things that I might not even bring up, but you'll see it. I won't even have a thought of it because I'm so used to me, but you guys might see it. But feel free anytime to comment or ask a question. I'm bringing all these to 27. Basically, I've got to bring them all to 20. I did the math and I forget now already. But I don't think it ever increases past increasing 300. So 27, 300, 400 plus 300, 700 plus 300, 6,000. Yeah, so it stays 300 for every increase now. And that started, I think, at 19. So once you go to 19 and you pass that, it's 300 for every upgrade. All right. And if you look up top, because mine are maxed, 31. So I need 2,800 more. Is that the correct math? No. 32, 33, 33, 8. Yeah, 2,800. Okay, so I need 2,800 more. So that's 9 more, 10 more. 10 more buildings, because 9 times 3 is 27. So I need 10 more upgrades. So 1, 2, and then I come back down the line. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're all going to be 28, 8, 9, 10. So 3 29s and the rest 28 is the next level. That's a lot. And I haven't been able to move up a bracket since I was 26. All right, so 27 and 28 you can't move up a bracket with the villas. So, did I win? Is it over? I failed, but my extension component is 36. So that's 16 more. So I don't get one of those little extra bottles here. I don't get one of those, which, hinders, I guess, the rest of the alliance from getting a little gift. But it helps me with 16 more extension component for each hit. And that's 20 times for 4 days. So that's 360. 720 times 4. Okay, that's upgrading a gold. That's building a gold extension component. So thanks for watching, guys. I really, really, really enjoy doing these videos. I like that you guys really love this game. And again, please, if you need anything, you want to understand something, if I'm doing a poor job, anything, leave me a comment. On my page is my address for my Discord. There's a link that doesn't expire. You can join our room. There's rooms for different games and different purposes. And I do have a Facebook page where I upload videos for other people's comments and interests, and I try and catch interest in trying other things, and I like to get input there. So I also have an Instagram page, but I haven't put a lot into that because of the limited time on the videos and taking the time to do the clips, and I really just don't have that many friends on there for a new account. So if you guys want to find me on there, and if it starts building up, then I can start putting a little more time into that. But I am going to be looking into upgrading my equipment for taking videos like this for you guys, so that there's less quality issues, audio issues, background, what have you. I'm going to be going back to work within a month. I'm thinking 2 months max. I'm hoping, and I work 6 days a week. I like making money, and so it's gonna be evening time, late evenings. My schedule with my daughter is gonna change, obviously. So we're gonna see how all that works out. Wish me luck. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good, wonderful Sunday.